What? Club J without all the stuff on? Well, I got some new stuff to show you. I don't know if anybody can see what any of it is, or if you recognize anything. Of course, it's very hard without everything on. So I'll go and show you. First of all, I've had these lights here, the little flicker bulbs here. Got that long time ago, but I finally found another set. And that's exactly what I wanted to do, is have the two lines go down with that. So that's totally bro awesome right there. And I'll just show you the wonderful wiring job of everything here, with the wires just wrapped around. There's various extension cords and adapters just plugged in random places, speaker wire running to run all these little 5-volt stupid LED stuff, and these over here. Another hokey power type thing over here with all kinds of plugs, and that little tap thing that allows you to plug 3 things in has fallen apart, so I just wrapped electrical tape up to it. Jay, this is all a fire hazard. No, it's actually not. It's actually promoting a fire. A fire hazard would be a hazard to a fire, which might actually stop it. So you wouldn't want that to happen. And I still have these. I got these, I don't even know where. They run on 12 volts, so that's coming off the 12 volt rail of the thing. The other lights I had that were kind of over in this neck of the woods here have been replaced by a new 4-foot blacklight to go along with the original one, which is up over there. And this thing I've had since I was a kid. I think we got that at Joyce Leslie, my sister used to work at years ago. And this I got at, I think, Party Chitty, but it's knackered. I made my own little bracket out of computer slot covers for it, and it doesn't turn nicely, and it crunches and grinds, and there's really no fixing it. So it kind of turns and then grinds and groans and makes noise and crap like that. I'll just show you everything here, just so we can go through everything just for fun. Real quick. 2 white LEDs, 4 red, 4 green, 4 blue. This has multicolor LEDs that flash. That's actually a night light that flashes colors and crap like that. And another 2 white LEDs there. This thing has 5 LEDs in it. I think 2 are blue and 2 are green and 1 is red or some crap like that. And of course the lights here, as I had explained, these black lights, the green laser that puts the green dot disease, and the red laser that puts the red dot disease. And this here is a halogen bulb inside. There's a fan on it to keep everything cool, and a lens, and it has like a spinning colored disc inside, and that produces the pattern on the floor that you've seen. And this used to be one of these hangy lights that have the little things that go up that flutter around to make it look like fire. But what it is basically a red halogen light, and I just have it there for some more ambiance in the area. I can show you the difference when I turn everything on, and as you'll see, there's a lot more connections of really unsafe wiring and all kinds of good stuff over here, and more plugs. I think the black light is actually plugged in over here to the end string of that, which is plugged into something else. More very unsafe looking wiring, and yeah, everything's good. So that's kind of awesome. The strobes, these actually have thunder sounds in them and that, but I've disconnected the speaker on all of them, and you can change the speed of them. And then this traffic light thing here, it used to have bulbs that just flashed randomly, just with a bimetal strip, but they all burned out in very short order. I called the company and they sent me new ones after a lot of hemming and hawing, and then those burned out within like 10 minutes also, so they're just crap made in China bulbs. And then that thing I made, which flashes all different LEDs and stuff like that. So what we're going to do here is now go to the table, and a stupid lamp with a flashy strobe and another flicker bulb, same on the other side there, the 2 fog machines, this knackered thing that I have not been able to fix, nor will I be able to, a little tiny lava lamp that's supposed to have LEDs that go, plugs in USB, and that doesn't work anymore. this box that flashes random 70s patterns, or actually the same one, but reacts to the music, or at least is supposed to. An actual lava lamp, which is kind of a newer variety, and you know, it has the bottle on top, bottle cap on top like that. It doesn't work too well, but it kind of works. This thing, you're supposed to be able to put CDs in on the side, but that's useless because it has the bubbly stuff in here. And that thing was a new acquisition a while ago that I got as a present or something, and it spins around and makes lights, kind of like the party bulb over there. This is one of those plasma balls. Had that since I was a kid. And the binary clock in blue and in red, and of course I don't set the time on it. And then this thing has a bunch of LEDs on it, red, green, and blue, and it's supposed to be able to do other patterns and go to the music and all kinds of stuff. There's a whole bunch of LEDs in there. And of course the red spinny light, the blue spinny light that makes all the noise really for the most part, which has a coiled cord and actually has magnets on the bottom to attach to a car, and the lens is all fogged up over the years and crap. And this is exactly what you think it is. Still on the original bulb, and it flashes. It runs on 9 volts DC, I believe. And that's pretty much all the stuff. Oh, and then I got more crap. I keep forgetting there's always more stuff around. This makes different colors of stuff, and that makes different color, or blue, and it has like crackly stuff in it. And then of course we have these guys here. The fiber optic thing. It's supposed to have lights that flash, but some of them burned out. This has some tiny LEDs in it that it barely lights up anymore, but it really never did. And it actually has a microphone built in. It's supposed to be able to change to the sound. And it actually has an actual RCA in, of all things. Why you'd ever want that, I don't know. So that runs off 5 volts as well, I believe. And then of course the monitors for the visualization. Another one of those things, a little different style with a gray base instead of black. And then this bubbly lamp here. And in this lamp, this also makes its own sounds or something, but I don't think reacts to ambient sound. And then this lamp has like some funky LED bulb in it kind of thing, and it makes colors and stuff like that. So anyway, that's pretty much all the lights. And there's one new one. That's this here. And we'll get back to this in just a second, but I'm going to disconnect it for now and just show you what everything looks like as is. And as you've all seen in the videos, this is pretty much what it looks like when it's on. These I had failed to mention before. This is the red, green, and blue make yellow seal or something like that. These are just LED lights. I don't know if the camera will adjust to it, but basically that's that. And of course, being the primary colors of light, they make white. Well, I know this is a black chair, but it makes kind of a whitish light. But the best part is that anything you pass between the beam and what it lands on is diffracted, such as your hand. And if you look, all the pretty colors. You get yellow and magenta and red and blue and green, of course, and there's other colors in there, and there's cyan and all kinds of stuff like that, and depending on how you turn and do stuff. So that's kind of awesome, just like that. And of course you can tell that we have the green and red dot disease going on everywhere from the lasers, which are up there and over there, you can tell. And everything else, the 2 black lights. This is what this thing does over here. It's kind of stupid, but it's there. And that's that. And the black lights are working. And these strobes are going. And that just flashes all different colors and does stupid stuff. And that changes color over there. Like that, it just kind of fades to different colors. And you see this thing spins, but kind of stutters every now and again and goes backwards. And it's just a function of the AC motor that drives it. But anyway. And you can sort of see patterns and stuff go by, but you won't be able to in a minute. That one spins, that one is supposed to, but it doesn't anymore. And that thing kind of changes color like that. The lampshade itself will change colors, as you can tell in the bubbly lamp there. visualization, which we'll get to in a moment. And all the lights here. The 70s looking thing is flashing, of course, from the sound of the blue spinny light and the red spinny light and flashy stuff. And that's going. The strobe and the flicker bulb, same on the other side. That thing spins around. The purple bubbly, it's sort of purple, or it used to be purple. And a lava lamp, which eventually will kick in, and you can kind of see the plasma ball there. And of course the strobes and the fire things, and more strobes and the other thing I made there, and all that great stuff. And the traffic light, which just stays on now because it just has regular bulbs, and the thing I made back there. And this is the red halogen light. It has a fan, which you could probably hear the noise in the microphone of it. And the black light here, black light there, and that, and the rows of the fire lights over here. I got to do a little better job on the new one, but you can tell it's kind of awesome having two now. So that's pretty much the deal with that. Now let's get on to this new thing. Not to forget these things here that makes plasma looking colors, and that which stays kind of like that. Okay, here it is. This thing is absolutely awesome. It has a platform inside with 6 high-intensity LEDs, 2 red, 2 green, 2 blue. I don't know if you can see in there. Yes, you can, as a matter of fact, looking through the prismed dome. There's the platform. You can see the wires. There's actually a spring on that. And this platform is on the shaft of a stepper motor. And that makes it turn and turn back and forth. And over here, it's upside down, but you get the idea. There's a microphone for sound and buttons and an LED light-up display. Not LCD, but LED light-up display where you can set the channel, and you can select the different modes it has. We'll run through that and crap like that. And this is the first piece of equipment I own that actually supports DMX for DJ equipment and that. Picked this up at Spirit Halloween, the day after Halloween. Got it half price, 40 bucks. Can't frickin' beat it. So now what we'll do is I'll give you a demo with this quick, and then we'll turn everything on and I'll give you a demo with some music and fog. Okay, I have it haphazardly wired, just separate, just so I could show you. I'm going to leave the lights on for now. We'll plug it in. It has to reset, and being a stepper motor in there, they did not opt for any sort of stop, or not, I shouldn't say stop, any sort of home sensor. Kind of like the old original Apple II drives. When you turn them on, they would go, and that sound was the head stepping back 40 tracks, no matter where it was. So that means if it was a track 1, it would slam against the stop 39 times. And this will do the same. I have no idea where the actual mechanism is at this point, so it may grind, it may not, but here we go. And it made the nice grindy sound. Now it's currently set to just do different colors here, but I'll just show you here with the panel. You can see, I'll turn the camera upside down so you could actually see a little better what in the hell is going on. And if I ever remember how to do this here, I think that sets the channel, and then that's A1, which is just the red, and then you can adjust. If you look in there, you can see it spin in one direction and then back in the other. But you could adjust the speed. That's the fastest and that's the slowest. But if I go back to the fastest, listen. You could actually hear the stepper motor go, and there's also a fan in there to keep it cool. That you can hear the stepper also. Okay. That does green, blue. This does red, green, and blue alternating. And again, you can adjust the speeds on all of these. This does green and red, and I'm sorry, red, yeah, green and red, green and blue, green, red, and blue. And then this does other colors and crap like that. In this mode, this is like a strobe mode, and you can adjust how much it strobes like that. That was the fastest and slowest. And then this is the sound activated thing. You can tell when I speak it flashes. This is the strobe mode, and then this is the one I normally keep it on, and when I speak you can again tell that it just does stuff. So now let me show you what it actually does here. It's really bright. Really, really bright. I'm just going to shut the regular lights off just to give you an idea. Pretty awesome. Definitely pretty awesome. And if I tap on it, it keeps going at fast because it hears sound. But still definitely awesome. Really, really nice. And then it'll strobe every now and again and stuff like that. So now I'm going to rig everything back up. I'll give you a test without the fog and then show you what the fog does. Now this is what it looks like. And you could say, but Jay, that thing is so much brighter than everything else. Well, yeah, it is. And I kind of don't like that, and I kind of do like that. But anyway, it makes all fancy patterns on the floor and all over the junk pile and stuff like that. But it's kind of awesome. And then all the lights here and all the crap and the strobes and all that great stuff. So this is the new look. We'll put some music on. This is the song it is, direct from the YouTube, so the copyright police shouldn't bother it. And we'll just take a listen to that for a minute or so, and then I'll play it in its entirety with the fog on so you get an idea. Waiting for the fog machines to warm up. This is the red light and why I have it here. If you notice down here, if you just look at the rug with all the other lights in that, I mean it's nice, but if you shut it, you lose some of the ambiance of it. I don't know what it is. And it doesn't actually dwarf the red and green dot disease. So that's kind of nice, and actually they hit the back wall as well, the red and green dots. So that's kind of cool, and the new light is so bright that it actually hits over by Jay's bar over there, which is kind of cool too. And I don't have those lights on, which includes, of course, the this thing up over here, which is like that mirror ball. I don't know how well you can see it with the LEDs around it, but it really doesn't do much compared to all this stuff. Cool by itself, but when you got, you know, a lot brighter and higher tech stuff like this, that's it. So anyway, that's why I have the red light here, because it just adds that ambiance off and on. It's just nicer. The camera really doesn't do it justice. In fact, it looks almost too bright on camera, and when you shut it, it looks about right. But believe me, in person it's a lot different. The YouTube, and with all the compression artifacts and great crap like that, does not do this any kind of justice whatsoever. Yes, an IBM Model M keyboard. So we're just going to wait for the fog to kick in, and once we have a nice cloud down here, I'll start everything going again. Totally forgot about this thing as well. This also plugs in USB. It's a little box and it has a big lens on it, and that just makes the green and blue and red dots on the wall, just using, of course, those type of LEDs inside the unit. So the fog machines are heating up. You can see a little wisp coming by here. But I'm going to fill the basement completely with fog, get it real fogged, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I think that's enough fog. I don't have any fans on here, but you can see it kind of rises. Well, I didn't actually let it settle, but down here it's like clear, and up here it's foggy. So we'll just let everything circulate for a minute or so, and I'll show you what it looks like. While we're on the subject, this is actually out of an old flip clock from the 70s, the little motor out of it. The rest of the mechanism was screwed, so I stole that, and it just has a little spinny thing. And that is supposed to be my visual indication that the fog machines are on. Yeah, that's the end of the song. Sorry. Kind of an abrupt ending, but what are you going to do? It's kind of like a looping kind of crap anyway. So anyway, that's the deal with all the lights and all the great stuff there. And by the way, the little display here actually increments every time it hears sound. You can tell every time I do that to go in different modes or something like that. And you can kind of see the thing spin around in there. So anyway, that's pretty much all the lights at Jay's Bar in Club J, or really Club J only, but anyway, that's pretty much the deal. One other thing I'd like to point out, if you notice back over here, where we have the red and green dot disease, especially on the chair, we'll go right here. If you look, you can see the red dot disease, but the green dot disease, well, it's not really around much. Every now and again you can see a little wisp of it here and there and on the wall. Not the big green dot, but you can just see that. And that's because of green made in China lasers. They start out bright and they get dimmer, and there's probably not anything I can do about that except for buy another one. But anyway, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and leave a comment if you have one.